Legislators have gavelled out after another week of the legislative session. Larissa Leone joins us with two bills that are aimed to change Iowans' property tax rates. Larissa, what do these bills entail?
Well, Stephanie, two study bills in the legislature are aiming to drastically change Iowa's property tax system. The near identical bills were authored by Republican lawmakers in the House and Senate. The Ways and Means committees say if signed into law, these twin bills would be the state's biggest property tax revamp since 1977. The bills are lengthy in size, but here are some key takeaways to note. The bill would allocate $426 million from state general funds to replace the school funding currently covered by property taxes, limit most property tax levy increases to 2% annually, excluding revenue from new developments, offer a $25,000 homestead property tax exemption to every household, increase the current veterans property tax exemption from $3,000 to $7,000, and it would also provide a property tax credit to Iowans age 70 or older with income below 350% of the federal poverty line. Gradually eliminate the state's rollback for residential and commercial properties by 2030. The rollback limits the property taxes paid by Iowans to a percentage of their property's assessed value and is recalculated each year. Republican House Speaker Pat Grassley says this is not a bill the GOP lawmakers intend to speed through.
One of the things that I think we need to be looking at is what is the impact. It's a pretty big change from the current system, and so we're not trying to rush anything forward. We know that this is going to be, when you're trying to tackle something of this magnitude, it isn't something you should rush forward.
On the other side of the aisle, Democratic House Speaker Jennifer Confer said constituents have shared that they aren't convinced that this bill would actually lower property tax bills.
We've had property tax reform for several years. People's rates are still going up. So they're pretty skeptical about what the actual impact will be and frankly what the final legislation will look like, because it does change so much between introduction and passage, especially on a bill this big.
These bills have been referred to the Appropriations Committee and that meeting has not yet been scheduled. Stephanie.